We're at Valle Luna with Arizona College Prep head coach Myron Blueford. Coach, thanks for coming out today. We appreciate having you. Can you start out by telling us just kind of the timeline of how the football program came to be at ACP?
Okay, yeah, so we are just coming off our inaugural season. It's a school that's never had football before, so it was kind of like literally I got in. Other than the color and the mascot, I had to kind of do everything. So I got hired last January, and literally, I mean, I had dirt. So it was a lot of recruiting on campus, trying to get kids interested in playing. Once we did that, we kind of did a little like mock camp and see what kind of athletes we had on campus, and then it's kind of just rolled from there. A lot of kudos go to our boys on campus. They did a lot of recruiting for me. We ended up with when they projected having the program, they said it'd be roughly about 20 kids.
Wow.
Once we started the season, we started with 45 on our roster. So the kids did a great job, helping promote the program, and then we kind of just went right into the season. So
what was the recruiting process? You mentioned having to recruit these kids. How did you go about that whole process?
Well, I'm a marketing teacher, and so
that was right up your alley then.
Yeah, so it was right up my alley, and like I said, a lot of the kids go to our school for academic purposes, and then they would do sports, but it was more of a kind of a club sport kind of atmosphere. So all the things that I've done, I've coached college football before. I coached at 4 or 5A programs, and so I got an opportunity to see what they do in their programs and all the great things that football does that a lot of other sports on campus can't do. And so bringing those kind of just got the attraction already. Just something simple like practice uniforms. I mean, they don't do that in any other sport. So they got a shirt and a shorts just for signing up. Yeah, I'll do it. And so so that was a large part of it, and then, just kind of building relationships. Because like I said, the biggest advocate on campus is the kids themselves. So if you can get 2 or 3, they're going to talk to 2 or 3 kids. They're going to convince them, and it kind of just grew from there.
How is this off-season different than last season? Having a portion of the roster in place, having the facilities, just what has it been like with this off-season, kind of having that blueprint already in place a little bit?
So much easier, so much easier. Yeah, I mean, we had. So at ACP, we're an academic school, so a lot of the kids go to our school purely for academics. We had all the other sports with the exception of badminton and baseball at the time. And so sports was kind of looked at as a side thing to do. It was more of a club kind of atmosphere. And so with football, it was, trying to change that mold and change that mentality. And so getting there, it was, like I said, trying to get kids to play, and then it was teaching them because no one came there to play football. We had 2 kids that ever played football before at the the youth level, and that was pretty much it. And so this off season, it's been. I told them I'd give them 2 weeks off after the season. They wanted 1. They went in the weight room. They were on the field. They wanted us to do more. They were asking to do more. And so we just got off our spring last week, and I mean it's a dramatic difference. Like they're football players now. We lost 2 kids, so a lot of them came back. So it was a lot less of us teaching and more just kind of fine tuning what we already found.
You said you just wrapped spring up. How did it go overall? Obviously, we've discussed here a little bit. Kids are more excited. They've been in the weight room in the off season, but how excited are you for 2018? What's in store?
Very. I mean, from a football aspect, everyone's grown at every position that we need to, and a large part of it is that they never left. With a small school, we typically have a lot of multi-sport athletes, but we had a huge nucleus of just football guys. So, so they've been grinding, and it definitely showed. I mean, every day after practice, our little coaches, huddle afterwards. There was always one kid that did something that was just spectacular. Where we know what it looks like, and we're kind of waiting for them to show it. And every practice, there was someone that would do something where it'd be like, that's what we're building for. That's what we're kind of looking for. And so, and then they get excited because they know what it looks like. They watch TV, they watch college football, they know what it looks like. And so when they start recognizing that their teammates are doing it or they're doing it, we're just fostering it. But they're really, building that up.
Really great stuff, Coach. Thanks so much again for coming on and joining us.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.